Hello, friends. It is I, Renee Sherez. Welcome. Welcome back. How are you? I hope wherever you are swimming in pockets of sweetness where you can. So, congratulations are in order for me because in the month of September, I posted a video every day for 30 days. I'm pausing to listen for your applause. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Um, yeah, so I just wanted to come and archive the experience in a video here. I just want to go over maybe three insights that I found along the way, that came to me along the way, or even things that I feel like I understand them deeper now after this process, this experience. So the first one is visibility. Whoa. The first one is visibility gets to be whatever you declare it to be, right? It gets to be whatever you decide it is. Is it this arduous task? Is it hustle? Is it stressful? It gets to be what you want it to be. And I think, of course, for me, it's like the challenge I had made for myself was glitch 30, where basically I posted a video every day for 30 days and some other things in that challenge as well, which was like meditation. I was already meditating, but like I wanted to meditate outside of my bed. So I was making sure I was on my mat every morning. Um, finish eating dinner by 7:30. Um, in bed by 11 and no scrolling. So yeah, and I would say that I did what I said I was going to do, and I feel really proud of myself for that. Especially the most important thing on that list honestly was the camera, was being in front of the camera and showing up, because I feel like when it's time for something different, something else, and you're resistant to it, it's the thing you need to be doing. So boom. So yeah, I did that for 30 days, and yeah, it gets to be what you decide it to be. And for me, it was not as stressful and arduous as I made it out to be. I mean, I think because it was short form, I really had it capped at like it only really needed to be 30 to 60 seconds long, but not one of my videos was. I don't think I made one video that was 30 seconds, much less a minute. So there's that. So it was exactly what I needed it to be. And I think, if there's like all this noise on the internet, right, about like how you should post and like consistency and things like that. And I think when it comes to consistency, you have to figure out like what is consistency for you. And for me, that's not going to be posting every day, right? This was just something very specific. But I think in order to I think I can find my flow, right? And again, it doesn't have to be this hard, strenuous thing. It gets to be fun, especially if I'm doing it. Like, it has to be fun. Like, it has to be fun. It has to be, um, there has to be a deeper why behind it, right? And so for me, this was about self expression, and it was about visibility, right? It was about being able to hear my voice and to see myself on camera and just let it live, right? I didn't edit anything. Only thing I really edited was just like the beginning of something, like the first half, like maybe I trimmed something, like the beginning of a video or the end of a video, but that was it. And um I did not and then I could only record in one take. So every video I posted, it was in one take. I didn't stop something and then start again or do it over. Like, it was all one take. And yeah, I'm really happy that I stuck to that. So, speaking of voice, that leads me to my second insight, which is that when I started making videos in 2022 on TikTok, And then also in 2023, I was talking a lot about human design. And I think it's really something that I realized is I was also posting some of the videos that I was posting on YouTube, on TikTok. And it's kind of crazy just to see the difference in views. And like if I'm just focusing on that and engagement, it's completely different than it was in 2022, 2023. And I think a lot of that has to do with I think a lot of that has to do with my energy, and just I think a deepening and a deepening into myself. And I think just a more, yeah, just like deeper self-acceptance and practice. And um it's like a settling. It's a I think the challenge really forced me to like let go of judgment. And because I just knew I just needed to get it out there. Like there was no time for the perfectionism. I mean, it's there, right? But it's not something that I could necessarily focus on because there was a goal at hand. But I think with this process with my voice, insight number two, it's like my voice is my voice. And I used to hold so much judgment about the way that I speak. I think, some people might hear me like tell a story, and they'll, and maybe their first instinct is like, hurry up, get to the point, get to the point. But for me, like, the point is the journey of the way I'm telling the story, the way that I'm expressing. That's the whole entire point. You're not here just for, to get to the destination of what it is that I'm saying. What you're supposed to like, my process is the entire thing. It's everything that I'm saying. It's how I'm saying it. It's the tone. It's my hands. It's all of that. And I think making these videos, it showed me that. And even watching them back, it's like, I used to be like, so like I would never watch a video of myself. I would never even listen to voice notes of myself. Like if I send a voice note to somebody, it's like I would never listen to it back. Like, ew. But now it's like I can totally do that. And not only that, it's like watching back the videos, and I feel like so warm and fuzzy, and like, oh, look at you. You've come so far. And just like the sense of pride, So, yeah. And I think also, hold on, let me just look at my notes, make sure. Yeah. Um, yeah, there's just like a more groundedness. And uh I've used this analogy before of like a rocking chair. When you have a rocking chair, you're not necessarily going to plop yourself in a rocking chair. There's like an ease that you have to sit in a rocking chair. So like you like, sit at the edge, and then you like shake yourself, wiggle yourself back. That's how I kind of see this process of my voice. It's like maybe 2022 was like me sitting on the edge of the rocking chair. And, this point right here, we could say maybe I'm in the middle. I wouldn't say I'm definitely settled, but it does feel like, you know, progress is being made, and there's just a greater acceptance, a greater settling in. And for that, I'm grateful. So for that third insight, it is when we like, there's so many like, content creators. And when you're like starting making content, either videos or writing, whatever it is, right, there's always, it doesn't have to be content, it could be anything. It's always about like, it's always the advice of starting where you are. And throughout this process, it made me think how there are so many people who um are not starting something because of, maybe their environment. Like they feel like they don't have like the perfect setup, or they feel like they don't have the perfect background, or they feel like um the ceiling is popcorny, or or like the walls are not what they want the walls to be, like maybe they don't have the right clothes, the clothes that the quote unquote right, like they think that their clothes should be a certain way. And the start where you are, there's a practical side of that, right? Of like, use the phone that you have in your pocket, use the computer that you have, use what you have, and make that do make do with that, right? That's the practical side. But there's also what I found is this, there's this also this spiritual part, there's this energetic part of starting where you are with what you have, because it's proving to yourself that you are the magnet, right? Like you are not the accessories, the you're not your background, you're not like, perfect modern lines, you're not whatever clothes that you're not like the clothes you're wearing, you are the magnet. And so wait, yeah, you're not the you're not the you are the magnet. And so it's not about what you're wearing, and it's not about your background, it's not about anything like this. Like whatever it is that you're here to share and that you want to share and express or create, that is enough. And doing that exactly where you are, there's this self trust that emerges, right? Because you are trusting yourself and believing in yourself. And even if you're not necessarily like, oh, I believe in myself, it's like the repetition of it that's what creates the belief, right? That's what creates that's how the courage is built, right? Is like the bravery and the resilience of like, and the resourcefulness, because it's like, okay, I'm gonna do with what I have, and I'm going to make it happen. And so yeah, I think the start where you are is deeply powerful, because it just takes away it, because then also you have to think about too, right? So if you're waiting to create or do whatever it is that you want to do, and like waiting for the perfect circumstances, whatever quote unquote perfect is for you, then say you achieve these perfect circumstances, there's no guarantee that you're going to then do what it is that you say you're going to do. That's one. And then two, say for whatever reason that you do move into these circumstances that are desirable for you, and then you achieve the visibility that you're also looking for, right? Then you've basically trained your nervous system and your subconscious and your mind to believe that um, whatever is happening on the external is because of the external. Like you've detached your inner self from the entire equation. Like it wasn't about what you created, it wasn't about how you served, it wasn't about how you helped someone. It was just because you change, your environment is different, and like your clothes are nice, and so like that's why it happened. Versus if you start where you are, then it's nothing can stop you, like nothing can stop you. And you know that regardless of if you have a $2 shirt on or $2,000 shirt on, it's not about that. It's about what it is that you are bringing into the world. And so, yeah, I think that that is powerful. And yeah, it just allows for a lot more. I think there's a lot of freedom in that too. Like there's a lot of freedom. And of course, like you work through what you need to work through, but I think there's a lot of mm, power that there's a lot of power that you get to recognize in the process, because then you get to see yourself in action, and really see yourself, like really really see yourself, like, oh, like I'm doing this thing with what I have, like with this shirt that I've worn for 20 years or 10 years, and it's like it's okay, like, so yeah, this process has been really fun. I don't know if fun is the word. I don't know if the fun is the word. I think it's been I think it's been very insightful. I think it's been very insightful. And again, I'm just really proud of myself, because yeah, to see where I've come from to now, to be able to sit here and like feel comfortable enough to, I still feel what I feel beforehand before I push record, but it's fine. It's not, paralyzing the way that it used to be. So, and I think also, which is, I think is another video of, when you, for me, it's like I started on the internet writing. So I think to come from that level of visibility to this level of visibility, it's different. So I'm going to make another video about that. So yeah, anyway, I'm done rambling. So yeah, let me know if anything in here resonated. How you um let me know how you relate to the starting where you are concept, and what, if how you've moved through that process for yourself. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so very much for being here and for listening to me. And I love you, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.